Hello, welcome to story time. AJ and I are here with you in somebody's messy room. Whose messy room are we in today, AJ?
Mine.
All right, we are here with our stuffed animals because stuffed animals love story time, don't they, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who we have today. We have Rosie.
Ice cream.
Oh, and ice cream. That's a Shopkin, right?
That's a Shopkin stuffed animal.
Makes me hungry for ice cream.
Me too.
What's your favorite kind of ice cream, AJ?
Strawberry.
Oh, I don't know if I have a favorite.
With marshmallow cherries.
With maraschino cherries. Ugh. I really like pistachio. I think I like lots of ice creams.
I like all of the ice creams.
We want you guys to get your stuffies too. So if you don't have a stuffed animal, we're going to give you time to go get one. And if you already have your stuffed animal, then you can count along with us. We're going to count to 10, aren't we, bud?
Uh-huh.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, everybody comfy and cozy. Hold on tight to your stuffies. We will read our first book, which is Fancy Nancy Sees Stars. All right, do you guys know about Fancy Nancy? She's pretty cute. She's got messy hair. Stars are so fascinating. That's a fancy word for interesting. I love how they sparkle in the sky. You guys like the stars? AJ really does. Tonight is our class trip. Yes, it's a class trip at night. We are going to the planetarium. That is a museum about stars and planets. Miss Glass tells us the show starts at 8. We will all meet there. I smile at my friend Robert. My parents are taking Robert and me. That would be a really cool place to go. Then Miss Glass asks, what star is closest to Earth? That's easy. It's the sun. What do you call stars that make a picture? Asks Miss Glass. Robert and Bree have both forgotten. I know, I say, a constellation. Oops. Did you guys know that? The sun is a star. It's the closest star to Earth.
I knew that.
And a group of stars that make a picture is called a constellation. Miss Glass nods. On the wall are pictures. There's a hunter and a crab and a Big Dipper. It looks like a big spoon. We can see if any of them are at the show. I can hardly wait. At home, Robert and I put glow-in-the-dark stickers on our shirts. Mine has the Big Dipper. Robert has the hunter on his. Oh, they're making constellation shirts. That's a really fun idea. I never thought of that. We spin my mobile and watch the planets orbit the sun. Orbit is a fancy word. It means travel in a circle. Then we pretend to orbit until we get dizzy. Sometimes when Fancy Nancy explains things like what orbit is, she makes me think a little bit of Junie B.
Yeah.
Except she's not so much a troublemaker as Junie B, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Later, we bake star cookies. Sprinkles make them sparkle. The sun is a star, I tell my sister. It is the closest star, so we see it in the day. Cookies.
You can't see the sun at the night, but you can't see it. But you can see it at the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird because stars are supposed to be at night.
Well, it's just so close that we can see it.
Mm-hmm. But not at night.
After dinner, we wait for the babysitter. She's very late. Dad says, do not worry, we have plenty of time. At last we get in the car. Trip, trip, trip. It's raining. The rain comes down harder and harder. Dad drives slower and slower. It is getting later and later. A policeman comes over. The road is closed, he tells my parents. There is too much water. It's not safe to drive through too much water, is it? We live in Savannah where the roads get closed because of water all the time, don't we, buddy? Oh no, there are cars in front of us. There are cars behind us. We are stuck. What a bummer. The show is starting soon, Robert says. We will not make it. Drip, drip, drip goes the rain. Drip, drip, drip go my tears. Robert and I are so sad. We don't even want any cookies. At last the cars move and the rain stops, but it's too late. The night sky show is over. What a bummer. By the time we get home, the sky is full of stars. And they're brilliant. That's a fancy word for shiny and bright. I get a brilliant idea. Brilliant also means very smart. We can have our own night sky show. Fancy Nancy is very creative. My parents get my sister. We set up the beach chairs. Mom lights candles. Dad puts cookies on a tray. We eat al fresco. That's a fancy word for eating outdoors. We watch the stars. We see the North Star. We see the Big Dipper. All at once, something zooms across the sky. A shooting star, Dad says. Make a wish. I tell Dad it's not a star. It's a meteor. But I make a wish anyway. The next day, Miss Glass says, everyone missed the show because of the storm, so we'll go next week. Everyone is happy. And guess what? My wish came true. The end. So, at the last page here, she must have been wishing to go to the show next week, huh? The last page here tells us the words that we learned. So let's talk about those real quick. You ready, AJ? Al fresco, it means outside. Eating outside is called eating al fresco. Brilliant has two meanings. It means bright and shiny or very smart. Are you bright and shiny, AJ?
No.
Are you very smart, AJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're bright and shiny too. Constellation is a group of stars that make a picture. Fascinating means very interesting. A meteor is a piece of a comet that leaves a blazing streak that travels across the sky. Orbit means to circle around something. And planetarium is a museum about stars and planets. That was a fun book, wasn't it? Are you melting? Oh, you're getting toys off your messy floor, aren't you? Oh, sit up with Mommy. Okay, you got our stuffies? So Fancy Nancy's fun. Have you guys ever been to a planetarium? I think I went to one when I was really little, but I only remember a little bit. Would you like to go to a planetarium someday?
What's that?
Now we just talked about that in that book. Ready? I'm going to read what it says again. A planetarium is a museum about stars and planets. Yes, I thought so. Ding dong. All right. That's okay. I think you are maybe a little bit distracted in this very messy bedroom. Anyway, we're going to read one of my favorite books next. It is called Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. And this is a children's book that actually, it has pictures, but it doesn't have any color in it. And some people might think that was boring. But once we get done reading this book, you will see that it is not boring at all. It's very cool. And there's lots of detail in the pictures.
It's really fun.
It is really fun. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on my skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box, but my breakfast cereal box only had breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said, if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be car sick. And no one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
This is how it's fun.
It is fun. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said Philip Parker was his best friend and Albert Moyle was his next best friend and I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off and the cone part lands in Australia. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on top. Oh, yeah. And guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity, just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for Mom to get in the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy, and then I started crying because of the mud, and Nick said I was a crybaby. And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. I'm having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, I told everybody. No one even answered. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man said we're all sold out and they made me buy plain old white ones. But they can't make me wear them.
That's okay.
It is okay.
You can just paint the shoes.
That's what I was thinking. When we picked my dad up at his office, he said I couldn't play with the copying machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as I could be except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. My dad says please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate lima beans. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing.
Me too.
I know you do. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas.
I would like them.
I bet. I was just about to ask you that. I would wear railroad train pajamas. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that. Even in Australia. The end.
Wait, can I see?
What do you guys think about that book? He was not having a great day, was he? But he was also being really dramatic. Mm-hmm. I tell you, I thought I was going to have that kind of day because I woke up with a headache and then I banged my toe on the bed and then my tummy hurt and it took the coffee forever to brew. But I had to change my attitude. That's probably what Alexander should have done, huh? Tried to change his attitude? Yeah? Yeah. Oh, does that feel good? Did you guys know that there's an Alexander in the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day movie? There is.
Can you show me it, Mom?
We'll try to find it. It's really funny, too. Okay. Our last book is Llama, Llama, Home with Mama. Oh, we love Llama, Llama, don't we? Here, sit up a little bit, sweetheart. You're squishing me. Okay. It's okay. All right. Llama, Llama, Home with Mama. Oh, Llama makes me happy. He's so funny. Llama, Llama, morning light. Feeling yucky. Just not right. Down to breakfast. Tiny sneeze. Sniffle, snuffle. Tissues, please. Llama's head is feeling hot. Llama's throat is hurting lots. achy fever stuffy head. Llama, llama, back to bed. Time to rest. No school today. Mama llama brings a tray. Fruity medicine tastes yucky. Llama's throat feels gucky.
I think the strawberry medicine tastes way better.
Some medicines taste good and some medicines just don't, but sometimes we just have to take them, huh? And get it over with. Looks around, not much to do. Trucks are boring, tractors too. Make a tunnel for a train? Llama, fuzzy brain. Sometimes it's hard to think when you're sick. Mama llama gets a book. Have a listen. Take a look. Heavy eyelids, drippy nose. Llama starts to doze. Did I hear a big yawn? Up again and feeling better. Draw some pictures. Make some letters. He took a nap and then he felt a little bit better.
Eddie, I love drawing.
Llama wants a sandwich, please. Mama llama starts to sneeze. Lunch is over. Time for toys. Mama's head does not like noise. Oh, now who doesn't feel good, AJ? The mama llama. Mama makes a big achoo! Llama's out of things to do. Uh-oh, Mama's throat is sore. Being sick is such a bore.
Both of them, no.
Mama coughs and Llama yawns. How long can this day go on? Mama snortles, hacks, and wheezes. Llama's sick of sneezes. Soggy tissues, gobs of guck, sniffing, sneezing, snorting. Yuck! Llama, red pajama, sick and bored, at home with Mama. Wait, Llama knows what's best. Mama Llama needs a rest. Get more tissues, bring a cup, fluff a comfy pillow up. What else could Mama Llama need? How about some books to read?
It's from when he was...
Yeah, he's doing the same thing for his mama she did for him. Just the thing for Llama. Sick at home.
Mama Llama.
But with his mama. The end. Well, it's no fun to be sick, but we have to take care of each other when we're sick, don't we? All right, guys, I hope you liked our books today. Let's see. We read Fancy Nancy Sees Stars, and we learned about some new words like planetarium and orbit. We read Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, which is a very funny book about somebody who needed to change his attitude just a little bit. But I'm glad he didn't because it made a funny story. And we read Llama Home with Mama, which is about being sick. What are you doing? And taking care of each other. We hope you have a good day, don't we, AJ?
Yeah.
Tell them have a good day.
Have a good day.
Bye.